let's talk about deference, politeness and manners. Can you be too polite, have too much deference to other people? This is a thing with Mark and I. Mark says I put too much store on what other people think and other people's comfort to the detriment of what's good for the situation. Classic example, getting off a bus. There's a lot of people wanting to get off. I will stand back and let somebody out of a seat in front of me so that they can get off first, which seems to me just the natural, polite thing to do. But in the meantime, I have held up everybody behind me because I'm standing there in the aisle stopping anybody else getting past to let somebody out in front of me. I will, going into a lift, if there's several people wanting to go in a lift, I will let other people go first to the point that we might not get in the lift and we might have to take the next one. So what? It's an extra 3 seconds. Does it matter? When I'm driving, I always defer to other drivers. Always. I don't suffer road rage because I know I'm not a great driver. So I always give way to other people. And Mark's point is, it's all very well being polite and trying to think of others and trying to be good. But he says I take it to the nth degree, to the point that it becomes an annoying habit and character trait that I will always defer to other people in social situations. If we're in a pub or a restaurant and it's getting loud, I'll say, we're being very loud, let's just drop our voices a little bit. I'll always let somebody else in front of me if we're standing at a bar. If there's a buffet and food, I'll let other people get theirs before I take mine. And is there a point? The point I'm making is there a point where you can be too polite? Try to put other people before you too much so that it becomes an annoyance to other people and so that it becomes a bad thing, not a good thing. Because I drive Mark mad with it. And Mark's so polite. On a recent bus trip, he was sore and aching because he'd stood for well over an hour and he got the chance of a seat and he gave it up for somebody else, which just made me love him so much. But can you be too thoughtful, too polite, and too deferential to the point that it becomes a bad thing? That is my question. Nice chat.